Okay, remember that they are changing my voice. This video is the Universal Martial Code, the Universal Martial Art Code, part 32. Telling the complete truth about sparring when no one else, well, by itself seems to show that I have the most heart and passion. By itself, it also seems to show that I am the true natural leader of all mankind. My about 10-year and counting victory-achieving top martial artist outdoor sparring challenge is the greatest martial art achievement of any individual, and the greatest work God has done through any human being, and has brought me the greatest victory in human history, and the greatest victory ever possible. Again, because technology, cheating, breeding, and generational ill-gotten gains have made it so that true victory is not possible for anyone else in the future. And keep in mind, in Psalm 18, it says God gives the king great victories. And in Proverbs 16:12 says the throne is established in righteousness, and obviously I've gone beyond every other human being, especially when you realize that the miracles in the Bible are figurative. One must consider their moral failure due to their lack of morality. Okay. When we're talking about nearly 8 billion people who live on this world, in the end of the human story, and people will just be inhuman after my flesh dies. While I was the one with the vital and true sense of urgency, the sense of responsibility, and the ability to see that the situation was a particular type of emergency. Emerge and see. How you see things. Sense of urgency. Urge and see. Sense of responsibility. Responsibility. Agility. Miss me with the nonsense. Ability and nobility. These words are connected in that way. I have certain mental qualities which express a certain falcon vision that allow me to visualize the path God had placed for me, and to walk in it in triumph as the most respected person there ever will be, thanks to God. Pointing this out is not a sign of cockiness, but rather a sign that I am doing God's work and putting a lamp on its stand. I'm being fumed pretty, bad right now because they're jealous. They're very jealous and petty, and that's how they're raised, and they come from a long line of people like that. It's the governing class, managerial class. They're bred to be, assisting the governing class, what have you. The black belt wordplay also conclusively points to me. Kuro Obi means black belt. Also Ebo is Obi spelled backwards, and it means king, heart, hut, temple, center, core, Christ. Other meanings have no deeper relevance, and they are witchcraft ideas, basically. For example, witchcraft is obviously evil, and being old by itself is not sacred or important. So when the people who say it means elder, it just doesn't add up. Elder in what sense of the word? An old soul, what have you. There's different ways to interpret it, and you have to be morally precise, or you're just talking evil. The devil in the Bible is referred to as the ancient serpent. So now Obi in Eastern martial arts means belt or sash. The sash can also mean a sash that women use to carry their children. This is one of many examples of how the words martial and marital are connected. Christ in the Bible is called the bridegroom in the New Testament and the champion in Psalm 19 for a reason. And in Psalm 18 it says God trained the king's hands for battle. And I think it's Isaiah 11 verse 5 where it says that righteousness and faithfulness, etc., are his belt and his sash. And in the word Christ, right, you get, various wordplay that talks about the art of the King of Kings, right? See his art, and the word art is connected to heart, he art, right? So see his art, see he arts, right? See our hits, and the Bethlehem wordplay, right, is very interesting, and it points to them trying to set me up, and belt he ham, and bait he ham, and some he male, and so on and so forth, right? There's various wordplay there that I can't remember all of it from the top of my head, but it proves my point. It overkills it, right? When you quote unquote spell it out for them, right?